You can be in exceptional physical shape. If you were in exceptional shape, you would be the best version of you. Peak physique, peak health, peak physical attractiveness, it's a cheat code for life and business. When you get in shape and stay in shape, so many other problems disappear. You have more energy during the day. You feel more confident in your clothes. Your skin and hair look better. You attract more attention. When you feel better, life gets better. You'll love how amazing you look and feel, so it's easier to maintain. You are scientifically more happy and motivated because you have more feel-good chemicals. Struggles to date disappear because you get inbound interest. That's just how it works. You won't need to convince anyone of your value. It will be so obvious. You will exude value. You will be the best version of you. You might think it shouldn't be this way, but that view isn't helping you. It's limiting you. This is actual science. The halo effect is a cognitive bias in all of us that associates attractive people with more authority or other positive qualities. We might not agree with it, but it is science. Imagine if every interaction in your life had just 20% more of the halo effect. If more potential clients said yes, if people trusted you more, if more people approached you to say hi, if more decisions went in your favor instead of someone else's. How would your life change? How would your business change? How would your relationships change? How would your view of yourself change? You get instantly more likability and authority on first impression. Why wouldn't you play that game? I want to give you 5 easy ways to get in shape and stay in shape to win at business and life more of the time. They are not crazy. They are just simple shifts you can make right now to glow up and get your halo. First, you need to change your identity. Getting in shape isn't something you do, it's something you become. The reason most people aren't fit is because they treat fitness like a temporary project, something that fits into a specific period of their life. They associate getting fit with extreme diets and extreme workouts, but that's not actually how fit people live. This isn't something you put in a box or squeeze into this really short time period. It's who you are. When you see yourself as someone who prioritizes their physical health, you stop needing motivation. The habits flow naturally because they align with who you are. Someone who walks around believing they are a 10 out of 10 has a totally different reality to someone who walks around believing they're a 5 or a 6. And then that person who's believing they're a 10 creates a new reality that matches the projection that they put out there. So they become a 10. And it doesn't happen the other way around. You don't get the results first and then change your identity. You choose the identity first and then the results follow. This is not an information problem, it's an identity problem. The mechanism for change is so simple. Start identifying as someone who is fit and healthy and attractive. You're a 10 out of 10. Believe you are. Surround yourself with people who want the best for you and want the best for themselves. Find anti-role models, the people you don't want to be like, and notice what they do, and then don't do it. Get strong and stay strong. Build more muscle, be more useful, burn more calories without even thinking about it. The goal isn't just to be in decent shape, it's to have people assume you're a fitness professional. Honestly, think bigger. Your identity is creating your reality. Choose to be someone who values their physical health above temporary pleasures, and the results follow when you truly believe that you are that person. Second, swap everything for a walk. So I was recently talking to this biohacker who was telling me about the benefits of sauerkraut while he was on his second beer at lunch. This perfectly captures everything that's wrong with modern fitness advice. We are obsessing over the top 1% of optimization while ignoring the fundamentals. Drinking activated charcoal won't get you in shape if you're not moving your body every day. We are so constantly being sold health in all these fancy packages and all these complicated systems, but the 4 pillars of health are surprisingly simple: exercise, nutrition, sleep, and stress. And walking hits all of them. You reduce your stress, you improve your sleep, you burn calories, and it regulates your appetite. You don't need magical superfoods and you don't need revolutionary workouts. It's honestly just about doing the basics right. You know this, we all know this. There are no surprises here. It's just about doing it. Walking is something our bodies evolved to do constantly, but now we just sit at our laptops. So we need to evolve back. So look at your daily routine and see where you can swap sitting for walking. Walk to get food instead of having it delivered. Take phone calls while you're looping around your neighborhood. Have walking meetings instead of sitting ones. Those small swaps add up to thousands of extra calories burned without even thinking about it. Walking is the easiest cardio you'll ever do, and it's the cardio you can do every day with the least resistance. Third, don't eat the free food. Our brains are operating on outdated software. Our ancestors went without food until they hunted it, and then they ate as much as possible, as fast as possible. But now we're not in a time of scarcity. And as you get more successful, you actually experience even more abundance in food. Airport lounges, networking events, lavish parties, samples, freebies. There is always something new and interesting to try. And the problem isn't just the calories, it's the emotional attachment. We have linked food to every kind of feeling. We gorge at weddings because we love the bride and groom. We indulge on weekends because we tell ourselves we deserve it. And we grab the free snacks because we don't want to miss out. But these emotional associations are holding us back from being in great shape. Breaking this pattern starts with understanding that abundance is just your new normal. You don't need to eat something just because it's there. You're not going to starve if you skip the conference cookies. Your body doesn't know or care what the occasion is. It just processes whatever you give it. So before eating anything, ask yourself if you would pay full price for it. Would you go out of your way to buy it? And if not, skip it. Unlink food from emotion. You don't need to eat cake to show you care about the birthday girl. Free food is not free if it costs you your goals. Fourth, catch your own excuses. It's easy to let things slip when we feel like we don't own our schedule between work, between life, between kids, between sport and everything else. But no one else owns your body. Every excuse you make is just that. It's just an excuse. Your schedule might be packed, but you can still choose what you eat and how much you move around. This shows up most clearly with alcohol. We've created this messed up relationship where we believe we need it to have fun, to relax, to dance, to enjoy spending time with people, but really it's just another story we tell ourselves. Same with using work as an excuse, or our kids, or our schedule, or our travel, or even our genetics. And the reality is that these excuses are just comfort blankets. They're just unhelpful beliefs. They protect us from taking responsibility for our choices, but they also keep us from achieving what we want. Every time you blame your schedule, your kids, or your genes, you give away your power to change. So catch yourself making the excuse. Change your belief system. When you hear yourself say, "I can't because," stop. And replace it with, "I'm choosing not to because." This puts the power back in your hands. You are not a victim of circumstances. You're the creator of your circumstances. Own your decisions. Your body is the one thing you have complete control over. Finally, work on short-term decision making. Most people fail to get in shape because they think too long-term. They try to plan out perfect weeks or months, but life doesn't work that way. The key is thinking only short term for the long term to take care of itself. So we want to break down the big task of getting in shape into manageable chunks. Instead of trying to have a perfect week, focus on having a good day, and then another good day, and then another good day, and then keep chunking these good days together. And before you know it, you're loving what you see when you look in the mirror and you're feeling so happy and so confident. The science behind habit formation actually backs this up. When you focus on short-term decisions, you get immediate feedback and immediate satisfaction, which then reinforces that behavior. So stop deciding to have a healthy week. Instead, decide that today will be healthy, and then tomorrow. And then celebrate small wins. So I said no to that free donut. I went for a walk instead of driving. I stood tall instead of slouching. Notice what comes back after each good decision. And it's probably energy, confidence, and even pride. Your next decision is more important than your long-term plan. Getting in shape does not mean following complicated systems or waiting for motivation. It means becoming someone who values their health, making walking your default, saying no to free food that doesn't serve you, catching your excuses, and focusing on today instead of perfect long-term plans. You don't need some crazy workout routine or extreme diet. You need to change your principles, and this is a few really small choices. All these decisions are showing you that yes, you can keep the promises you make to yourself. Being in exceptional physical shape is a cheat code for life. It makes everything else easier. Stop accepting a version of yourself that's below your potential. This is another day of showing up every single day on YouTube. Hit subscribe for more unfiltered truth about building your best life, and I will see you in the next one.